Yeah, that are the takeaways of today. One second. Let me share my screen. Actually, I made a list for all of you so that it will be easier for you to decide on what type of food you should be eating so that you get all the nutrients, that is the especially the vitamins from it. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So once again, very good afternoon. And the second class of the Nutrition Awareness Month. So today's topic is dietary supplements for older adults. So what can be those natural supplements? We are not going to go for any of the, artificial or the synthetic supplements. Everything we can get from the food. So how we can get it from the food, that list we are going to check today. So before that, let's come to the objectives. Very, very important is the vitamins. Okay. So carbohydrates, protein, fats, we eat generally, we eat in proper amount, or maybe we are eating excess. But when it comes to vitamins, maybe it is too low or we are not eating any vitamin. So vitamins play play different roles in the body. So if you are having too little of any vitamin, so there are chances, the increase in health issues. Your body needs fat soluble and water soluble vitamins both. Okay. So how many of you, just let me ask this question. How many of you, just put Y or N, yes or no on the chat. How many of you are taking the supplements or certain vitamin capsules or some kind of, syrup of vitamin? Because generally when you feel very tired, fatigue, in spite of having good diet and good exercise, maybe, it might happen that you're feeling very tired. So what must be the reason for this tiredness? See, when I am having a good meal, okay, a good nourishing meal, let's say 3 times a day, I'm having a proper balanced diet, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Apart from that, my eatings are also, I have got healthy eating habits and I also do exercise. But still, why I get tiredness? So our answer always is we are aging. Of course, some wear and tear will happen, but every time you cannot give that excuse, I am aging. कहीं ना कहीं कुछ गड़बड़ हो सकता है ना. So that garbad is basically when the vitamin levels in our body come down, because see, the body cannot produce any vitamin. So whatever we are getting, that will be through the food only. Okay. So let's see today's very this important thing. That's the reason I prepared 3-4 slides for all of you. So if you can't note it down, you can just take a picture of these. It will be helpful for you. Okay, so what all food we can include, right? So and the first point is, body needs both fat soluble and water soluble vitamins, right? Now, what are these fat soluble and water soluble vitamins? How many of you know? Just yes, no on the chat. I know you must be knowing this. See, thoda sa agar if we get the knowledge, how we are going to get the fat soluble from where, water soluble, it is easier for us, right? So fat soluble vitamins are whatever, as the name itself suggests, fat soluble. Okay. अब उसमें कौन-कौन से vitamins आते हैं, I'll show you. But fat soluble vitamins are, you don't need every day. Your body can store it. Okay, suppose Vandana ji is taking proper amount of healthy fats. Let's say she's every day consuming, twice or thrice a week, she's consuming almonds. Let's say Anahita ji is taking ghee regularly in the diet, So these are the fat, some of the fat soluble vitamins, they will be there in the body. It won't be thrown out of the body. But water soluble vitamins, every day we have to consume it, because it will be thrown out of the body. How it will be thrown out of the body? Water soluble. So when you perspire, when you pass urine, so these water soluble vitamins, they will get washed away. So that's the reason it is very important for all of us to consume water soluble vitamins on everyday basis. Okay, so that's the reason I have made this chart, a small chart for you, not in very detail. Okay. So now these are a simple, simple thing which I wanted to tell you all. Maybe you might be knowing also this. So fat soluble vitamins are A, D, E, and K. What are the sources? I will tell you. You may note it down or you may remember and accordingly check whether you are eating these food or not. Now coming to the very important part is water soluble vitamins. Only B vitamin and C vitamin are water soluble. So we say B complex. Okay. You have heard this? Vitamin B complex? Yes, no? Okay. Yes. So whenever you have this mouth ulcers, मुंह में छाले आते हैं ना, तो immediately what we do? Vitamin B capsules. Correct or not? Say 10 days, 5 days, you have the vitamin B capsules. So छाले ठीक हो जाते हैं. The mouth ulcers disappears. Okay. So why? So remember that all the vitamin B and especially the B complex vitamins, every day when we are eating certain food, we can supply it to the body. So suddenly you need not have, those capsules once in a month or, twice in a month. Okay. So what are these vitamin B, the B complex vitamins? Thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, biotin, B6, B12, and folate. If you see these names, the most common one is B12. Am I right? Okay. So because when we do the blood test, B12 deficiency is always shown. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So let's see how we are going to, what all things we can add in our diet so that we do not get deficiency of vitamin B. Okay. Now see this chart, you can take a picture also. All these B complex vitamins, if your body has in proper amount, we need very little amount. So for that, we need not eat something, every day 100 grams, 200 grams, 1 kg. Very little amount. So what are these little amount? And not every day also. Just ensure that these things you are taking regularly in your diet. So you can take care of your B complex vitamins. So thiamine, the sources of thiamine are sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, and green peas. Okay. So sunflower seeds, you can make use of sunflower seeds in your smoothies once in a week or twice in a week. Also, if you take, that is enough. Sesame seeds, once in a week, you can make, some kind of sesame seeds ka paste and put it in your salad, or during the winters, we can make sesame seeds ka laddus. Green peas during winters, you can add it to your salads, steam it, add it, or you can make some sabzi like that, right? So riboflavin, the sources are almonds, spinach, apple with skin. Okay. Generally हम क्या करते हैं एप्पल के ऊपर, we think that वो this क्या कहते हैं wax है सोच करके we remove the skin. So what you do is when you buy apple, soak the apple for at least 2 hours in just plain water or salt water. Okay. So if whatever जो भी impurities और जो भी आपको लग रहा है wax and all, it will go away, it will be washed away. Then with skin, why with skin? Number one reason is it contains riboflavin. The skin contains riboflavin. ठीक है. Second reason is there is something called as soluble and insoluble fibers. So हम अगर peel कर देते हैं skin, तो all the fibers we will not get. So people who have constipation problem, okay, so if you eat with the skin regularly, so धीरे धीरे constipation ठीक होगा, right? Okay, so now coming back to this, so riboflavin के लिए apple with skin and brown top millet. you all are regular participants of nutrition hour, so you know the importance of brown top millet. So keep just one packet of brown top millet at home at least once in a week. You make something out of it and have it. It's a kind of dalia or upma, adding vegetables or ambali, whatever. Okay. Niacin, the sources are peanuts, sprouts, and potatoes. And pantothenic, wheat flour, sweet potatoes, chole, rajma. Now, most of the food you might be consuming, excepting the apple with skin or brown top millet, and sprouts you might not be eating much. Sesame seeds भी कम होता होगा, सफेद तिल especially, white till. Okay, sunflower seeds भी शायद कम होगा. So now start including these in your diet. Then biotin.
Ma'am, sesame seeds, you will tell one paste, no ma'am, how to make that paste,
That is
ma'am?
tahini sauce, we call it as. So that paste, you first roast sesame seeds nicely, and then once it is cool, add water, green chili as per your taste, salt. That's it. And make a smooth paste. Now this paste you add it to any of your salad and garnish it with coriander leaves. Once in a week also, if you have this will be very beneficial, right? So remember this vitamin B complex, bar, or any kind of, zinc capsules also are available. So instead of going for those synthetic ones, okay, try having all these food on regular basis. I'm not saying that every day you have almonds. Every day you have, I say every day not necessary. Okay? You make a list, at least once or twice a week you are consuming. ये जो list है, इसमें से maximum of the things, if you are consuming on regular basis, you will never get any kind of vitamin deficiency.
Ma'am.
ठीक है? Yeah. हाँ जी.
मैम कैन यू रिपीट tahini
Ma'am,
sauce का?
ma'am,
हाँ हाँ प्रवीण
white,
जी
white
बोलिए.
sesame और black sesame खा सकते हैं ऐसे ही? White sesame और black sesame ऐसे ही खा सकते हैं?
ऐसे ही नहीं खाना है आपको, कुछ करना है उसको, कुछ मतलब कच्चा ऐसे नहीं खा सकते हैं उसको. जैसे अभी मैंने ताइनी सॉस बताया, तो व्हाइट सेसमे को अच्छे से भून के ठंडा होने के बाद थोड़ा पानी, हरी मिर्ची, नमक, ये सब ऐड करके स्मूथ पेस्ट बना लीजिए, और एंड उसको देन यू एड इट टू द सैलेड. That is one way. Second way is you can make laddus adding gur, because which we do in the winter, during the winter season. You can make laddus with the black sesame and white sesame, कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. But tiny sauce comes out well only with the white sesame. So कभी कभी once in a week you can make the sauce, you can add it to your salad. कभी बीच में once in a month you can make laddus, tilwadi kind of thing that you can have, right? Okay. Now
Can we store the sauce in fridge and have it, ma'am?
No. Maximum 1 day. I mean, you prepare, if you are preparing it today, maximum till tomorrow. Then you can't, you'll have to throw it away. Okay. It will not have that freshness and it will lose its nutrients. Okay? So, coming to, biotin. So, biotin, the fermented food are very good. I mean, the sources of biotin are fermented food, peanut butter, walnuts, and almonds. See, peanut butter you can store for 5 to 6 days. Okay, don't buy, because when you buy peanut butter, those are processed one. At home, simple peanut butter you make. पहले भी बोला है, वापस रिपीट करती हूँ. Just roast peanuts. Okay. Remove the skin, put it in the small mixer jar, little quantity only you make, small mixer jar. Now, जो हम 1 2 3 घुमाते हैं ना, instead of doing that 1 2 3, reverse जो आता है reverse में, slowly 5 seconds, 10 seconds, pulse, yes, pulse. उल्टा करके pulse करके, so 5 seconds, break, stop. Again 5-10 seconds, stop. So then add a little pinch of this senda namak, after some time you will find that peanut will release that the natural oil. So you will get a very good quality of peanut butter, which in an airtight container you can store, you can put it inside the refrigerator, but max to max 5 to 6 days. The one which we buy from the market for months together, it is there in the refrigerator, nothing will happen because those are processed. Okay, so make this kind of peanut butter, and believe me, let me tell you, give it to your children. If small children are there at home now, so they will not see, this is something very healthy thing. Okay, now this has got, now we know, full of vitamin B, right? So give it to this, you also eat, give it to your children. So different ways you can use it. One is you can apply, see, if I say that don't eat bread, so maybe the grandchild or your daughter-in-law will say, why? Because मेरे को ऑफिस जाने का है, तो why should I not eat bread? So ऐसा भी घर पे हो सकता है ना, right? Okay, so ऐसा नहीं कि मैं हमेशा क्यों अभी, that's true, right? Correct. So suppose bread आ गया घर पे, so you can apply that peanut butter instead of dada butter, peanut butter लगा के खाओ. At least some amount of healthy thing the child will be eating, you will also be eating. ठीक है, you can teach these things to your children. The grandchildren होंगे ना, especially घर पे उनको. The second is apple. Just now I said apple with skin. ठीक है, so when you are hungry in the sense say evening time, if you are hungry, let's say mid morning hungry, अभी let's say you don't feel like having breakfast, कभी कभी होता है ना, नहीं किया मन खाने का, or you skipped your lunch, you didn't feel like eating, so after some time you will feel hungry, and that is a very odd time, 4 o'clock, 4:30, where you cannot have any food, कुछ मन नहीं करेगा. So that time, if you have peanut butter in your refrigerator, cut apple, have it with the peanut butter. When you make smoothie, let's say you are making a smoothie, so just take 1 or 2 small, that elaichi banana, or if you don't have elaichi banana, normal banana you take, and usme you add just 1 or 2 dates if you want the sweetness. Otherwise, don't add dates, and little bit of peanut butter, thoda sa water. Blend it. You will get a very nice smoothie, and then on top you put these, almonds and cashews and all these things. So basically, all these are healthy fat, plus it's going to be rich in vitamin B. So the
Carrot, peanut butter goes well. Peanut
Hanji?
butter and carrot.
Yeah,
Peanut butter and carrot goes well.
peanut butter and carrot. See, it's up to you, the what type of taste you like. Okay, so you make use of all these things instead of going for the synthetic the tablets and capsules and all, right? So we are again coming back to this biotin. Almonds, of course, when you make a smoothie, you're adding almonds to it, so good amount of vitamin B complex, that is biotin, you will get. Walnuts, all these are the good sources of biotin. Coming to B6, dates are excellent source of vitamin B6. Pineapple during the season, custard apple during the season, guavas during the season you can have. Lemon you can use all through the year. Lychees also during the season you will get. So for vitamin B6, okay, maximum is the entire year you can go for dates and lemon as well, right? Then B12. Now B12 deficiency आजकल सबको दिखा देता है, and then ultimately it said that since you are vegetarian, so vegetarians will suffer from B12 deficiency, but I don't agree to this point. ऐसा नहीं है, vegetarians को B12 होगा. Okay, if you are eating the food in the right way, okay, then there is no way that you are going to be deficient. हाँ, हम अगर ठीक से नहीं खा रहे, गड़बड़ कर रहे, so then there are chances. Okay, so B12, the best way, the best source of B12 is, number one is fresh curd, homemade curd. Packet wala curd nahi, dabba wala curd nahi, the one which you are setting it at home. Okay, fresh cow milk mein bana hua curd. That is the best source, especially when you have it during your breakfast time. सबसे बेस्ट होता है फ्रेश कर्ड लेने का टाइम ड्यूरिंग योर ब्रेकफास्ट. Okay, that's the reason the north people, Vandana ji is from north, right? So aloo paratha and dahi ka बहुत अच्छा combination रहता है, right? So that is aloo paratha. Neero ji is also from north. So aloo paratha generally people consume during the breakfast time. तो उसके साथ दही रहता है. So dahi, if you do not want to see your, blood report that B12 nil, आजकल सबको आ जाता है, नील, जीरो, नील दिखा देता है, उसके बाद में खा रहे मेडिसिन, खा रहे उधर उधर D3 भी नील हो गया, उसका शॉट्स ले रहे हैं. सो वाई सो मच अननेसेसरीली वेस्टिंग मनी एंड वेस्टिंग टाइम. ठीक है, बेस्ट इज morning you have curd, one bowl of curd during your breakfast. If you do not like to have curd, we रोज क्या curd खाएंगे? So if like Jyoti ji and the South Indians, you give curd any time, we are ready to have curd. नॉर्थ इंडियन को बोलते हैं कर्ड, आप लोग क्या सुबह सुबह दही दही दिमाग का दही कर दिया. ओके, सो इफ यू डोंट वांट टू हैव दैट कर्ड all the time in the morning, so you can make this रायता काइंड ऑफ थिंग. लेट्स से रायता भी आपको नहीं खाना है, स्मूदी तो बना लो, कर्ड से भी अच्छी स्मूदी बनेगी. सो देयर आर बहुत अच्छी स्मूदी बनती है. सो ट्राई टू यूज कर्ड ड्यूरिंग दैट मॉर्निंग टाइम. नॉट एवरी डे, एटलीस्ट 3 बार हफ्ते में आप करके देखो. इफ यू हैव सीन योर रिपोर्ट, B12 बहुत कम है या नील है, ओके, do this for 1 month. 1 month नहीं, 3 months तो चाहिए रहेगा, 3 months. Then you again do your blood test. See the difference. Okay, so curd is very important. Number one best source is fresh curd. Second is fermented food. Okay, कोई भी fermented food, but fermented मतलब उसमें we are adding baking soda and then making the dosa. No, it's not fermented properly. 6 to 7 hours you have kept it, it is fermented, and you are not refrigerating it 2 to 3 days and making. बनाया 6 घंटा हुआ ferment, इडली डोसा या जो भी है बना के खा लिया, finished. Okay, then ambali, that is the fermented gruel made out of brown top millet. That is also excellent source, but it's time consuming. So मैंने लास्ट में डाला है, but this is the best source. हफ्ते में एक दिन, चलो हफ्ते में एक दिन नहीं, once in a month also if you do this will be a great help to increase the B12 levels. Mushroom, if you can eat, okay, mushroom is also to some extent a good source of B12, लेकिन सबसे खाया नहीं जाता है. If you can make use of mushroom. Coming to
How to make ambali, ma'am?
Ambali is, so I'll quickly tell you the recipe. I thought all of you remember, many times I've told. Okay, fine. I'll tell you, Ambali, generally we take brown top millet. So the ratio is, if you are taking 1 cup of brown top millet, so 1:8, 8 cups of water. Okay, now you have to soak it for at least 7 to 8 hours. So after soaking it, don't throw the water. The same water, it has to be boiled in a steel utensil. Generally, it has to be done in the clay pot. We will not go for that, mehnat wala kaam. Just steel utensil you use because steel is neutral. So in that you can add little more water if you want and cook it. You keep on stirring it, cook it. So once it is cooked, then no need to add salt and anything. Just cook it. And then once it is cooled down, transfer it into a clay pot, okay, and cover it with a muslin cloth. This has to be kept for again 6 to 7 hours, depending on where you are staying. If it is very hot, within 5 hours, it will get fermented. Okay.
मैम दूसरी बार बोलिएगा थोड़ा.
जो ब्राउन टॉप मिलेट रहता है ना, तो हम अगर 1 कप लेते हैं तो 8 कप उसका पानी लेना होता है. उसको हम 7-8 घंटे तक भिगा के रखते हैं. फिर उसमें क्या करते हैं, जो स्टील के बर्तन में उसको डाल करके अच्छे से हिलाते हुए पका लेना है. पक जाएगा, ठंडा हो जाएगा, उसके बाद आप मिट्टी के बर्तन में डालिए. मिट्टी का एक अच्छा बर्तन से इसके लिए रखिए, उसमें डाल दीजिए और एक मसलिन क्लॉथ से कवर करके 5-6-7 घंटे के लिए आप रख दीजिए. ठीक है, फिर जब खाना रहेगा, आप इसको रेफ्रिजरेट नहीं कर सकते, यू कांट रेफ्रिजरेट. हाँ, फिर आप 6-7 घंटा होने के बाद में ओपन जब करते हैं, तो you will get a very peculiar smell. वो स्मेल से आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि ये फर्मेंट हो चुका है. नाउ टू दिस यू ऐड सॉल्ट, सिंधा नमक. ओके, एंड इसके साथ में ब्रेकफास्ट में अगर आप अंबाली लेते हैं, एडिंग दही टू इट, मैं सच में बोलती हूँ, अगर आपको बहुत सारे मल्टीपल हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स है ना, इफ यू आर हैविंग मल्टीपल हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स, लाइफस्टाइल डिजीजेस प्लस और मेनी ऑफ द डेफिशिएंसीज, वीकली ट्वाइस with dahi during your breakfast time, if you have 1 month, which means in a month 8 बार अगर आप इसको लेते हैं, 1 महीने के बाद आप देखना, आप मेरा घर ढूंढ के जरूर आओगे मुझे थैंक यू बोलने के लिए, जहां भी हो इंडिया के किसी भी कोने में, पर थैंक्स बोलने जरूर आओगे पर्सनली. इतना इफेक्टिव है. बट वाई पीपल आर नॉट डूइंग, क्योंकि थोड़ा मेहनत के, टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है, मेहनत भी नहीं है. याद रख के उसको भिगाओ, फिर उसको रखो, फिर फर्मेंट करो, तो टाइम कंज्यूमिंग. बट आपको बहुत हेल्थ इश्यूज है तो जस्ट डू इट फॉर 1 month, दैट इज 8 times, वीकली ट्वाइस. फिर आप देखो, वेट लॉस से लेकर के डायबिटीज कंट्रोल, बीपी कंट्रोल, थायराइड इश्यू का भी कंट्रोल हो जाएगा. जो बोलो आप, जितने आपके कम हुए हैं, जितने भी विटामिन जो भी आपका कम दिखा रहा है, एवरीथिंग विल कम टू नॉर्मल. ओके, सो बट दिस इज कंसिस्ट रिलीजियसली वी हैव टू डू दिस. सो ये
Ma'am,
अंबाली,
this can be done only with brown top or any other millets?
brown top is the king of all millets. So best is to use brown top if you are making the fermented gruel. Now one more thing, हाँ, अगर आपको नहीं अच्छा लग रहा, because it is tasteless, मैं खुद खाती हूँ, पता है, इट्स टेस्टलेस, कोई टेस्ट नहीं रहेगा. सुबह सुबह पता चला ब्रेकफास्ट के टेबल में बैठ के आपको अंदर ही अंदर मेरे पे गुस्सा आ रहा है कि क्या खाने को बोलती है. तो अगर आपको ऐसा अगर लगता है तो ठीक है. सो थोड़ा सा वी विल, थोड़ा टंग को भी कुछ स्वाद देते हैं ना. सो व्हाट वी विल डू इज, वो अंबाली के साथ में आप, यू कैन हैव सब्जी, इफ यू हैव मेड सम सब्जी तो कोई बात नहीं, आप दही हटा दीजिए. With ambali, you have some sabzi. With ambali, you can have some dal. With ambali, you can have some chole. ऐसे करके. But दही के साथ देखो, मेडिसिन गटक लेते हैं मुंह में डाल के, पानी पी के, उसका टेस्ट पता नहीं है. If you start chewing the medicine, how it will taste, just imagine. By chance गलती से कभी गले के अंदर नहीं गया और उसका टेस्ट जीभ पे लग गया, तो घर के जितने चॉकलेट्स और चीनी है कुछ बचता नहीं है, सब एवरीथिंग gets inside the mouth. So when the medicine, why we are taking medicine, so that health issues will be solved, right? So this ambali and curd, think that it's a medicine. It is actually a medicine. Yeah.
What is the ragi ambali? Ragi ambali I am taking. Ragi flour. With a ragi flour.
Ragi is a neutral millet. So when you want to reverse your lifestyle diseases conditions, so these are the shiridhanya. Brown top millet comes under the shiridhanya. That is the positive millet. So it has got a very, very high, power to help, to help in these health problems. So quick, you will see the difference in your health. Yeah, Jyoti ji, what you were saying, I didn't get.
Very good green chutneys like that we can.
Green chutney also, yes. Green chutney also is a very good option. Thank you for giving that suggestion. So it's a great idea. Green chutneys are also good in different vitamins because they are raw.
Mint chutney, and then that's good.
I
Yeah.
want to know any other name for this.
Brown top millet.
Brown top millet.
That is in Hindi, it's called as Hari Kangni. Hari Kangni in Hindi.
That's English. Any other name in other
No.
language? Indian
Other
language?
language, I don't know. Maybe Jyoti ji will help us with Tamil. I don't know. The brown top millet, but in English it is brown top millet. In Hindi it is Hari Kangni. You search it in Google, you might.
Parag.
Okay, huh.
Okay. Okay.
Only three languages. Okay, Baki you have to search in Google.
That's enough. Hindi is okay.
Barugo.
That is Tamil, yeah. So I think maximum are non-South Indians, so they won't understand anyways. Yeah, okay, fine. So
Ambali sabji ke sath kha sakte hain?
Kodu is a different.
One second,
different millet,
Geeta ji is saying something. What, Geeta ji?
अंबाली सब्जी के साथ खा सकते हैं.
सब्जी के साथ खा सकते हैं. बेनिफिट थोड़ा सा कम होगा दही के
क्योंकि
इतना नहीं
दही
होगा।
आर्थराइटिस के लिए चलता नहीं है ना दही।
आप मॉर्निंग टाइम में खा सकते हैं, कुछ नहीं होगा, घर का जमा हुआ दही, बट ठीक है, आपको अगर डर लगता है तो आप इसके साथ ले सकते
नहीं,
हैं।
अगर चलता है तो लंच में दही और अंबाली खा सकते हैं।
Yes, yes.
हाँ सी बेटर है दही और अंबाली खाना, और आफ्टरनून मॉर्निंग में आप दही खाओगे तो कुछ नहीं होता है। आर्थराइटिस बढ़ता कब है? इवनिंग टाइम में अगर आप दही लेते हैं तो। ओके सेजल जी, व्हाट यू आर
हाँ
सेइंग?
जी, हाँ जी, हाँ जी। वो कोदू कोदू राइस बोलते हैं एमपी वगैरह साइड पे, वो तो नहीं, दैट इज नॉट
नहीं,
दैट
अभी
मिल।
आपको थोड़ा सा ना गूगल सर्च करना पड़ेगा इसके ब्राउन टॉप मिलेट का। सो वी विल लेट्स नॉट वेस्ट टाइम ऑन दिस, आप सर्च करके देखिए क्या और अदर नाम है करके। ठीक है, सो वी विल कम बैक टू दिस फोलेट, द लास्ट वन। सो फोलेट के लिए द बेस्ट चॉइसेस आर द, आई मीन उसमें चॉइस कुछ नहीं, सबसे बेस्ट है डार्क ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स। जितने भी लीफी वेजिटेबल्स हैं, मेक यूज ऑफ दैट। बट बहुत लीफी वेजिटेबल्स को अगर आप बहुत पका देते हैं, उसको गैस में रख के टेस्टी बनाने के लिए, पालक पनीर बनाया, दाल पालक बनाया, इट इज ऑफ नो यूज। उसमें देयर इज नथिंग, जीरो जीरो लेवल का न्यूट्रिएंट है। सो ईदर यू स्टीम इट, जितना कम कुकिंग हो सके उतना करके आपको खाना है तो खाइए। सेकेंड इज व्हेन यू मेक जूस आउट ऑफ इट। थर्ड इज यू मेक स्मूदीज आउट ऑफ इट। यही एक ऑप्शन है if you want to increase the folate level in your body. Sprouts are good option, broccoli is also a good option. Okay, so these are the sources of all the vitamins. Spandana ji, yes?
I just wanted to know how much quantity of ambali should be taken.
Yeah, so this depends on if one or two people are there. See, for us, like, only I am eating at home, so it's a very small, जो कटोरी होती है ना, छोटी सी स्मॉल कटोरी, so that much only. Because when you cook, वो थोड़ा ज्यादा हो जाता है, then it's waste, you cannot keep it in the fridge. Okay, so small katori, you try with a small katori, experiment and see. Okay, yeah, okay, so this was
Bhavani ma'am, this fat soluble vitamins that we take, like for D3 and all that, this thing, what is the best time according to you? Because some doctors say before breakfast, some say after breakfast.
the medicine you are asking, or the
Yeah,
what?
yeah, the tablet, yeah, the
Okay.
D3 tablet, yeah.
See, tablet, whatever doctor says, accordingly you can take.
But
because
any fat soluble tablet is better when, like.
no. See, fat soluble vitamins now. So fat soluble vitamins, what are these? A, D, E, and K. Okay.
Yeah.
These are the
Yeah.
main four for this one, vitamins. Okay. So when you take, nowadays you will find that maximum people are suffering from D deficiency, D3
Right.
deficiency. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, why D3 deficiency? Because we are not exposing ourselves to the sunlight, thinking that कि सन बर्न हो जाएगा, सन टैन हो जाएगा, इट्स वेरी हॉट, वेरी टायरिंग एंड ऑल. बट the actual time is morning after the sunrise, at least within 1 to 1.5 hours. If you do walking or pranayam under the sunlight, and before sunset 2 hours before, so if you spend half an hour outside the house, that is enough. That is one thing. Second is, see, because for D there is no dietary supplement as such, only sunlight will help you. But the second option is, if you can have mushrooms, okay, not like the way you are getting D from the sunlight, you won't get, but little amount of vitamin D you might get if you are consuming mushrooms on regular basis. The third thing is, if your intake of ghee is good. Okay, ghee in the sense, there's always a debate how much quantity of ghee a person should have. So there is no quantity as such. So we all are sedentary workers. So hardly what, if you're taking 2 chapatis, in both the chapatis, a slight layer of ghee you will add. So let's say half spoon, 1 spoon ghee. If you're eating rice, 1 spoon of ghee. So let's say in a day, if you are having 2 teaspoons of ghee every day, that
Nowadays,
help.
nowadays These youngsters are taking 1 spoon early in the morning after brushing.
So if, see, one more thing, that's a good thing which you said. If you have a constipation issue, so half an hour before going to bed, in hot water, एकदम hot water, the way we drink chai, एकदम गरम गरम रहता है वैसे hot water में 1 or 2 teaspoons of ghee you add, you drink and sleep. Do this for 10 days. Permanent constipation problem zero. एकदम perfect हो जाएगा. Okay. So 2 spoons of, I assume that 2 spoons of ghee every person, 2 teaspoon, every person will be consuming every day. Now, let's say one day you made halwa. So for halwa, you need more ghee, right? So once in a while that will happen. But why the consumption of ghee is important is because it will help in the absorption of vitamin D. Okay. So that's the reason never ever, stay away from ghee. If you want to stay away from oil, that is okay. आप बोलते मेरे को oil free खाना है, that's okay. But ghee free खाना don't do, because that will help. Suppose you are Anahita ji, very religiously every morning you are sitting and doing pranayam for half an hour, 10 minutes you're walking, evening also you're doing the same thing, but still if you complain that my vitamin D levels are always low, which means the absorption has not happened properly. Why the absorption has not happened properly? Because मैंने ghee नहीं खाया. Okay, so that's the reason. I'll come up to your questions, Shaila ji, Vandana ji, and Pravina ji. Give me 2 minutes. Let me finish this in 5 minutes. Okay, I'll come back to you. तो ये है. So vitamin A, the fat, see all the fat soluble vitamins, our body can store. ठीक है. अभी suppose आप नहीं लेते हो कोई चीज, ठीक है. विटामिन ए द बेस्ट सोर्स इज कैरेट. ठीक है. नाउ कैरेट है, देयर आर अदर फूड व्हिच वी आर कंज्यूमिंग, दैट इज द दाल्स, पल्सेस, ऑल दीज थिंग्स. सो ऑल दीज आर फाइन. तो ये हमारे बॉडी में स्टोर्ड रहेगा. सो द सोर्सेज ऑफ विटामिन ए, the all these which are orange in color, which are little yellowish in color, so that is papaya, then carrots, correct. So ये हमारे जो winters में आते हैं ना, oranges are basically more of vitamin C. Yeah,
Red pepper, yellow peppers also.
yes, all these come under the family of vitamin A. So this also sometimes, when you are eating on, say, once in a week or once in 10 days, that will help you. Coming to vitamin D, just now we discussed only sunlight, and then second number is mushrooms. Third is ghee for absorption. Okay, vitamin E. Now, all these nuts, जो ड्राई फ्रूट्स जितने भी है ना, जितने भी ड्राई फ्रूट्स जहां जहां पे है, ठीक है, वो जो आपको जितने भी पता है, सारे ड्राई फ्रूट्स, ऑल दीज कंटेन्स विटामिन ई. So that maximum vitamin E, the best source is almonds. इसलिए आप देखोगे ना, when the skin problem starts, when you start aging, ठीक है, सबसे पहले it shows on the skin. How it will show? Excessive dryness, right? Then fine lines. So externally, many people will advise you, even I have told in many of the Get Set Up classes, that make paste of almond and apply it. You remember? How many of you remember? मैंने बहुत बार बोला है, ठीक है, you remember. So if you start consuming almonds regularly, so vitamin E levels will always be at the right mark. So best sources, almonds, all the dry fruits, they contain vitamin E. Okay, coming to vitamin K. So K is basically needed for clotting of blood. So कभी कभी होता है ना, कुछ लोगों का कट जाता है तो ब्लड क्लॉट होता ही नहीं है, स्पेशली इफ यू आर डायबिटिक, राइट. सो बेस्ट सोर्स इज द डार्क लीफी वेजिटेबल्स. सो इट्स नॉट दैट ओनली स्पिनच, बहुत सारे पत्ते आते हैं. मेनी पीपल यूज द मूली का पत्ता ऑल्सो. आपने देखा होगा साउथ इंडियंस में तो बहुत है मूली के पत्ते, जो भी पत्ते मिलते. सो मैक्सिमम पत्तास व्हेन यू यूज, सो दैट विल हेल्प टू गेट द विटामिन के in the body. So if our diet, see, if you see all these things just now, whatever I have shared. So when you were small, you remember Nothing used to come from outside. Am I right? Please thumbs up. जो मिस्टर इंडिया नहीं है, जिनके वीडियोस दिख रहे हैं, हमारे घर में कोई चीज बाहर से नहीं आती थी. That is one. Second is, we also never went out for lunch, dinner, breakfast, restaurant. See, it was a disciplined life, correct? So there was no deficiency as such. All these deficiencies which we are noticing now, na, it's last 10 to 12 years में आया है. उसके पहले कुछ नहीं था. कोई vitamin D नहीं, 12 नहीं, no deficiency. Because people were going out. मार्केट मम्मी जाती थी, सब्जी पकड़ के धूप में ही लेके आती थी. कभी चक्कर आके गिरी नहीं, कभी नहीं बोला मेरा स्किन टैन हो गया, मेरे को सनस्क्रीन लगाने का है. माय नानी वाज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल टिल द एज ऑफ 90. सिर्फ नींबू घिसते रहती थी. जब देखो नींबू दही, नींबू दही, नींबू दही. चकाचक स्किन एट द एज ऑफ 90. Okay, so now this is the recent thing which these, जो कुछ भी हो रहा है deficiency. So somewhere we are not taking care of our diet. So maximum the food which we are buying from outside, so they contain more of saturated fats. थोड़ी अभी वो cold pressed oil और filtered oil अभी use करेंगे. Palm oil, ये oil, सब oil use करते हैं, correct? So now these things when we start eating, so the levels of carbohydrate and fats are increasing. ठीक है? Those who are non-vegetarian eaters, protein level is increasing in the body. Now protein level increase होने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम बहुत healthy है, because इतना सारा protein खा करके, if you're not burning that, if you're not doing a proper workout, that will get stored as fat only. Remember this. Okay, so ज्यादा fat and carbohydrate ही हमारी body में है. So ultimately so the best way to have vitamins is the list which I just now shared. इसमें से थोड़ा सा भी अगर आप रेगुलरली लेते हैं, इट इज इनफ. लास्ट पॉइंट, देन आई विल टेक अप द क्वेश्चंस. मिनरल्स आर आल्सो इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट, लेकिन विटामिन से भी कम मिनरल्स की जरूरत है बॉडी को. उतना सा नैनो अमाउंट भी अगर हम देते हैं ना, सो वी विल बी फिट. So if this is also something many times I have told, I don't know how many of you are implementing on this. If you want, just any Google search or take out any textbook of, medical का, घर पे कोई है साइंस का कोई ना textbook निकाल के आप देखना, you will find a huge list of minerals. केमिस्ट्री की बुक आप निकालना, ह्यूज लिस्ट ऑफ मिनरल्स. 100 से ज्यादा, 150 से ज्यादा मिनरल्स के नाम होंगे जो मुंह में भी घुसते नहीं है. क्या नाम है, कैसे पढ़ने का है उसको, इतने so many minerals. If you want all these minerals in your body in a correct ratio, the best way I'll tell you, without spending money, not even a single paisa, the best way is matke ka pani. The research has proved that 99% of the minerals you get when you are drinking the matke ka pani. So nowadays matka is little out of fashion. So matka, the clay ka bottles are in fashion. कोई बात नहीं, क्ले का बॉटल ही आप लेके रख लीजिए अपने लिए. हाँ, भारी रहेगा, अपने लिए एक बॉटल रखना. So at least 1 liter of water in a day, minimum 1 liter we all drink. Okay, so that 1 liter of water, if you are drinking from that clay ka, bottle or matke ka pani, that is enough. पूरी लाइफ कोई मिनरल डेफिशिएंसी नहीं होगी. अच्छा, इफ यू फील कि मेरे को और थोड़ा मिनरल अपने बॉडी में बढ़ाना है, तो वन मोर थिंग यू कैन एक्सपेरिमेंट. छोटा सा बाय वन मटका, स्मॉल साइज मट, छोटा सा हांडी जैसा छोटा सा, एंड स्टार्ट मेकिंग दही इन दैट. दही उसमें आप जमाना शुरू कर दीजिए. फैंटास्टिक थिक दही यू विल गेट विद द बेनिफिट ऑफ ऑल द मिनरल्स. बस दीज 2 थिंग्स, इतना छोटा सा आप करके देखिए. All the minerals will be supplied to your body. So taking care of health is not a very big, ऐसा डाइट किया, ये किया, वो किया, कुछ नहीं, सिंपल है, एवरीथिंग इज सिंपल. हम ही उसको इतना कॉम्प्लिकेट बना रहे हैं. Okay, so this is how we can take care of the vitamins, minerals in our body, right? Okay, so let's take up the question first from Vandana ji.
हेलो।
बोलिए. हाँ.
हाँ, मैं कहती जैसे आपने कर्ड बोला ना, ऑब्वियसली फ्रेश तो ठीक रहती है, बट जब हम जमाते हैं तो थोड़ी बहुत तो बच जाती है,
हाँ हाँ हाँ
तो
हाँ.
नेक्स्ट डे उसको मतलब थोड़ी देर बाहर निकाल के रख दे, देन वी कैन टेक इट।
दैट्स ओके, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. आप अगले दिन करिए उसकी, क्योंकि कभी कभी क्या होता है 2-3 दिन फ्रिज में रहता है, वो अच्छा नहीं रहता. नेक्स्ट डे ओके फाइन. हाँ
वही मैं पूछना चाह रही थी।
हाँ. या.
ठीक है, थैंक यू।
मैं तो सब्जी में डाल देती हूँ, थोड़ा बहुत बचता है ना तो वो सब्जी में ही डाल देते हैं।
ओके.
हाँ, हम तो उसको उसमें भी डाल देते हैं, डोसा वो चीला
हाँ
बनाने में डाल देते हैं।
हाँ. या गुड. सो प्रवीणा जी.
हम लोग गेहूं के बदले ज्वार की रोटी खा सकते हैं?
ज्वार की रोटी अच्छा है, खाई, हाँ खा सकते हैं. या.
Bhavani ma'am, yesterday's my euthyroid, you didn't explain what is EU.
Oh, I forgot only. Oh, मैंने उसका ना एक्चुअली वो बना के, I had kept one mat material for just इसके ही था. Oh, you should have somewhere I have stored it, to tell you this.
But what is the meaning of it actually? Like we've heard only of the T3, T4, TSH, hyper and hypo. What is EU?
See what is happening nowadays now. Anything. You see, one thing, let me tell you very frankly. So we are into a very, the medicine and this medical field. So a lot of experiments we are doing, right? So whether it is nutrition or medicine or wherever, so a lot of experiments are done. So every time, they pop up with something new. ठीक है, so new terminologies are given, right? So this thyroid ka things, hypo and hyper was the previous, for the past so many years we were
Right.
hearing. So one more lady, she came and she mentioned yours is at least, this is a urothyroid is at least a very common thing which we hear nowadays. But she mentioned a very different terminology which I've never heard. So I didn't know what it is. So I just started a kind of research on it. Then I found that it is related to thyroid gland only, but not like hypo or hyper, still a better condition. So for your urothyroid also, it's neither hypo nor hyper. Hypo is, both are extreme conditions.
Right, right.
So yours is not, though you don't fall under the category of extreme condition. It is still better. So for that still better, but there is problem. It's not normal. So some has name, some kind, so medicine will also use that same medicine cannot be given to you, okay, because it's still normal, little normal. So that's the reason this different name is given, so that the dosage of the medicine, the components, the composition of the medicine will be different from the other two. पहले क्या होता था,
both the effects of both hypo and hyper.
हाँ,
Both the effects of hypo and hyper, is it?
both affects the
Effects of hypo and hyper.
both affects. No,
No,
I didn't
both,
get hypo, hyper, what?
No, both the effects.
No,
not
so in
effects,
one you become fat and in one you become thin, right?
both
I'm also
Not
losing
exact.
weight.
See,
No?
hypo is you put on weight.
Put on
When
weight,
it is
yeah.
hypo, you put on weight. Hyper
But
is generally it is said that your
thin,
weight
thin.
lose
starts
weight.
reducing.
Yeah.
It's you thyroid people, how they will be then.
So no, but actually, but to be honest, Anaita ji, so we are talking about thyroid, heart problem, everything, but just a simple rule of Ayurveda. If the stomach is clear, then all these problems will automatically vanish. So
Yeah,
we have to work on that digestion only. Okay.
Gut brain connection, they say, no?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
correct.
Pain
Yeah,
gut problem.
yeah. So we'll come to Shaila ji.
Hello.
Haan,
No,
bolo.
Thank
regarding
you.
the copper vessel, that one I wanted to ask. And regarding the oats, is it It's a new term for us also, because oats nowadays we are eating. Before we never used to eat it, but for smoothie, oats are necessary.
So first I'll answer to this question only. See, oats are something, let's say, for example, when you were young, okay, say let's say 30 years back during your college days, the fashion was what? I remember my mother used to stitch her dresses. So salwar kameez was in fashion. So loose salwar and घुटने तक का kurta tha with dupatta. Correct, huh? So don't think that what question was asked and what I'm replying, huh? Giving you example. So धीरे धीरे फिर क्या हुआ? The fashion started changing. Now when you see the young girls, micro mini skirts they wear, right? That spaghetti top and all. So fashion has changed. Similarly, food has become a fashion. Food is not just giving a nutrient to the body. So food is more of becoming, fancy thing. So whatever the West is approving, so let it be quinoa or oats, so these are grown there. And what we are thinking, see, it's not, those are also good. बहुत अच्छा है oats and quinoa, but it is good for people who are staying in US. But for us in India, ragi is good, jawar is good, bajra is good, brown top is good. So what we are doing, since we have money, we think कि वो जो कह रहे हैं वो ज़्यादा अच्छा है, तो हम वही खाएंगे. So that is everywhere you will find any smoothie without oats, you will not find on YouTube. All the recipes of smoothies will be oats, 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 oats. So there is no point in using so much of oats. That is one. Your second question was?
Copper.
Copper.
Copper water.
Yeah. Copper, drinking in that copper utensil, the water is good, but make sure the bottle is not copper bottle. Why? The reason is copper is basically, it sterilizes the water automatically. When you are putting it in the steel, we boil it to sterilize. But when you are adding water in a copper utensil, it will sterilize the water, and the water is some kind of nutrients increases in water. But if it is a bottle, and if you are not cleaning the bottle properly, because bottle barabar clean nahi hota, so the water, it becomes poisonous. So water is good. आप ले सकते
We
हो
are using
का
tamba, means
glass
lota,
हाँ, that is fine. ठीक है, you can have that. Yeah.
In
And वो
Perumal,
copper का जो लोटा जो भी है ना, if you keep it on a wooden table, अगर आप रात भर रख के लेते हो, उसका बेनिफिट और ज्यादा होता है. वो भी क्लिनिकली, वो साइंटिफिकली प्रूवन है. ओके, सो क्विकली विल कम टू मंजुलता जी.
हाँ हेलो.
हाँ जी, बोलिए. हाँ
हाँ नहीं, कल आप बता रही थी ना सुबह सुबह उठ के गर्म पानी पीना चाहिए, तो और फिर ऑयल पुलिंग ऑल्सो यू से. ऑयल पुलिंग कभी पहले करने के बाद में?
ब्रश करके करने के, पानी पीने के बाद भी आप कर सकते हैं
ऑयल पुलिंग, है ना?
या ओके. फजीला जी,
ब्रश के पहले जरूरत नहीं है?
नहीं, ब्रश के पहले नहीं.
Can we have dahi and pineapple together?
Dahi and
raita?
The dahi and pineapple though tastes good, but it might be a wrong food combination. Viruddhahar. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Beena ji.
Olive oil.
Huh?
Olive oil.
Olive oil is not an Indian oil, no? So why we should go for olive oil? We have so much mustard oil, peanut oil, right?
What about
coconut oil? Also is good.
Coconut oil is of course good only. Yeah.
Nowadays they are using cold pressed oil rather than the refined oil.
Yes, of course, cold pressed oil is good. Refined oil stands nowhere in front of cold pressed oil. Yeah.
What, coconut is better or groundnut is better?
No, that is a question itself is not correct, because all the oil, mustard oil, coconut oil, groundnut oil, all these sesame oil, all the oil are good. But for a Bengali, mustard oil will be better, because the food which the fish he is cooking is in mustard oil. For a South Indian who is making avial, for him coconut oil will be good. So if we consider the cuisine, so depending on the cuisine, the oil has to be used. Right?
Wherever they grow more, they use that oil.
Huh?
Wherever they grow more oil, peanut oil, we grow in India
So
more.
when you come to West, So that is the peanut oil is good. So we have got just 2 minutes left.
What?
Binaji, हाँ,
I
Binaji.
have
What
a
about
question, ma'am. Potassium and magnesium.
हाँ जी.
Potassium and
I have a
magnesium.
question.
1 second, let me finish with Binaji. Potassium and magnesium. So potassium we get from the bananas which we are eating. Okay, so magnesium is something which if you are consuming the dry fruits may be जो 2-3 है, especially the walnut and almonds. If you are consuming it in the right ratio in the sense अगर आप weekly twice लेते हैं 4 almonds and 4 walnuts, that is enough. That is one. Second is if you are having a good amount of juice, a vegetable juice, okay, not fruit, not smoothie, vegetable juice, तो आपको आराम से मैग्नीशियम मिलेगा. कोई एक मेल वॉइस था ना बीच में,
Thank you.
समझ में
Yeah,
नहीं आया.
it's-
Yeah.
yeah, I am Sharat Krishna.
Yes, बोलिए. हाँ.
I just wanted to ask you, you were talking about consuming ghee. So if you have a fatty liver, then one can consume it or not?
See, because we are going to consume just 1 or 2 teaspoon of ghee, not more than that. So that is
Yeah.
not going to harm. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, thank you. So the time is
Ma'am, we are using all mineral water. So
Hmm.
can we use that mineral water in the clay pot or copper vessel?
now, yeah, we have to add because if we are using this aquaguard ka water, na, so that
Yeah.
only we'll have to store. Yeah. So
Oh.
if the minerals will automatically increase when you store it in the clay pot. Okay. So
No,
these
normally we are using mineral water, ma'am, like this can water, no? We are
Okay.
using that. That can be stored in clay pots, sir.
Yeah, you can try it out. No
And
harm.
can we take this dried cranberries, ma'am?
See that it's now already time is over. I'm not going into that. Okay. So maybe we'll take up tomorrow in the next class. Tomorrow is another
Okay.
class. No? Yeah. So quickly the summary. So we understood the vitamins play different roles and too less vitamin will also increase the risk of health issues. What are fat soluble and water soluble vitamins we understood. So thank you for attending the class. Do share your feedback on social@getsetup.io. And tomorrow, 4th September, nutrition for older adults, and 5th September, guideline to healthy eating. So same 2 o'clock. Thank you everyone for attending. Thanks,
Thank you.
Anurag.
Thank you,
so
Bhavani
much.
ma'am.
Bye.
Have your session recorded tomorrow and day after. I may not be able to attend.
Let's
Huh?
see.
Put
Okay.
it on the
Thank you.
recorded one. Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.